Hey everybody, it's June 17th, 2021. It's Thursday. Wanted to show something here a little bit different than I normally do is I took a trade uh, exactly when the market opened at 9:30. And normally I like to wait at least about 10 minutes or so into the open because you can get a lot of whipsawing and chaotic price action. But there's other times I've noticed in the last month or so that right from the very open, price will just take off, and you know. And one of the things I noticed when that happens is when we have, like you see right here on this 5 minute chart, there's absolutely no resistance in the way between here, and that's like several hundred ticks. That's what I call gap areas. So if you can get some opening, volume coming in a certain directional way, sometimes price just takes off and it doesn't pull back right away. And so I decided, looking at how things were happening since this morning at about 8:30, we had to move up, got into a small channel, it broke the channel, and again it moved up, we were into another channel. So I said to myself, if we break above these highs and it really looks, on my tick strike, everything where we're getting a lot of volume, I'm going to enter right away. I'm not going to wait 10 minutes, wait for a pullback, any of that, because there's nothing here to really slow down price. So right at 9:30, you can see it just starts taking off, and I get in, right here. And I only went in on one contract because I didn't want to take on too much risk in case I'm wrong and it turns around and takes me out. It's only a $250 hit on 50 tick stop loss. So I went in on one contract, and look at you can see on tick strike when we get up to level 9, orders are just pouring in. There's no resistance. I break my stop at even. Does pull back a little. V's back up for second wave and get a full 100 tick winner only on one contract. Okay, so around 9:35 or so, we've already moved up quite a bit. Now, normally I'd never take a trade after we moved up without a substantial pullback. But again, this lack of resistance and all the buying volume I'm seeing, we were starting to form another one of these little channels. Uh, and once it started breaking the top part of that channel, I went back in. This time with two contracts. Again, another 100 tick target. Move my stop to break even. And a full 100 tick winner. So this is all at around 9:37, 9:38. I've already made 200 tick pops, and we still haven't hit. Price moved up a lot more than this. So, and you can see price really, really took off to the upside. I didn't take any trades again till about 10:51. I saw us starting to break below some of these swings. We popped up, had a nice little M formation here. When the bottom of that M started getting taken out, I decided to take a little trade short. Now I had a 100 tick target, but since we were counter trend and a very, very strong trend, I decided, if it started really reversing back up on me, I wasn't going to stay in for the whole 100 ticks. But I thought, it might maybe make that target. And I'm going to scroll down a little here. So it starts picking up some momentum. We get down to about 70, 80 ticks. Now you can see I moved this little line here. This is a small little swing here. But when you're counter trend, all it takes is something like this to send you right back up. And look, we got a flurry of selling here. Now, believe it or not, sometimes when that happens, if you don't see it continue to the tick strike to continue to bring the orders in, that's when it exhausts itself and we start seeing it reverse. So I move my stop to break even. I'm watching this very carefully. I don't really want to give away more than about, take less than 50 ticks on the trade. And I got out. Now, I could have waited to see if it came back down again, but I decided, this is probably going to move back up. And once we made this little W formation, and keep in mind on the 2-minute chart, we still hadn't even gotten a short signal yet. I decided, I'm not sure at this time of the day if it's really got enough juice to go another 100 ticks, but we should be able to get up to around there, and if we don't, I'll still try to get at least 50 out of this. So I called that pretty well. You can see it never went any lower. It wouldn't have hit my target, and now we're moving back up. Gets up about 50 ticks, starts hesitating, and I got out. So that was all I took for the day, but a really pretty good day. And I felt that I really read the price action pretty well right from the get-go. So that's it.